Hello and welcome to Mad Hatter. My name is Sarah and I'm your host. I'm an ex-Washington, D.C. news reporter turned Chicago-based comedian and entertainer. As a lot of you know, the only reason why I got out of the media, which I had had a passion for my entire life, because I thought I would be able to expose the truth, and that's just not what happens when you actually get into the media. It's more of a propaganda machine and lies than anything else. And all of us are seeing this on a worldwide scale with what's going on in Palestine/Israel right now. TikTok has taken down almost 1 million videos, and that's all that's been reported, but I'm sure it's a lot more. They've been banning accounts, myself included. My main page on TikTok was banned at 500,000 followers for exposing Israeli propaganda and digital footage manipulation. Now, I know that my content on YouTube isn't as comedic as one would expect from a comedian, but I'm a horse of many colors, my friend. And I think most people are multifaceted, right? But I am a comedian. If you want to follow my Instagram, it is right here, and I post my shows on my stories. If you ever want to come see me, if you're in Chicago, I do a little touring too sometimes, you know. But it is Christmas time right now, and I was just at a private Christmas party that I was personally invited to by a comedy club here in Chicago. And when I did attend, the social media manager told me that they were contacted by some Zionist online, sending them my profile on Instagram and telling them not to book me anymore because I am anti-Israel. That's what they said about me. So the social media manager at the Christmas party came up to me and told me that. And then he said that he shared it with the owner and they had a good laugh about it. Just from me to that Zionist, did you really think you did something there? Listen, if comedy clubs are not going to ban or cancel someone who jokes about R-wording children and describes it in great detail like Bobby Lee did, then they're not going to cancel someone standing up against genocide. Here's the thing. There are a lot of Zionists in Hollywood, and we are seeing that more and more as the days go by. And they're silencing people in the media. They are firing actresses from movies. And then when their main actress is like, you're going to fire her? Well, I'm leaving. Then they try to backtrack, but it's too late, and their entire franchise is starting to go down the drain. But I've gotten out of controlled entertainment, and I've gotten out of the media. What I'm in now is comedy. And one thing I know about comedy, and what I love about comedy, and what will never change about comedy, is that it is not controlled by the powers that be. It's controlled by the audience. If the audience likes you, then they like you. But if they're not laughing, they're not going to come to your shows. They're not going to identify with you. They're not going to pay to see you. And these venues are not going to be able to sell out these seats. You have to be authentic in comedy. You have to be liked as a talent, genuinely, in comedy. That is the difference between mainstream entertainment, Hollywood, and comedy. So these turbo Karen Zionists who think that they can manipulate comedy, that's embarrassing. Zionists are not the same thing as Jewish people. There can be Christian Zionists, there can be all kinds of Zionists that are not even of any religion. Jewish people are not Zionists. It's not the same thing. But our government is sure making laws to make it sound like being anti-Zionism is being anti-Jewish, which is completely a lie, a complete misinterpretation of the definition. And misinterpreting definitions is incredibly irresponsible for a government to do. But they're doing that because they think you don't know any better. Zionists think they have power, but they don't have power. The people have woken up. At the end of the day, let me be clear to anyone and everyone who sees this and doesn't have a fully functioning brain. I cannot imagine how hard it would be to be Jewish right now in the world, because the main governments in control of this genocide are saying that Jewish and Zionism is the same thing. They are making laws on it. They are preaching this on television. This is incredibly dangerous to Jewish people. If you're telling a mass of people who are this angry against Zionism that Jewish people are Zionists, then what's going to happen? All of the masses are going to start attacking Jewish people. Hello? I guess our government didn't think that through. Or did they? On the one hand, if they say Jewish people are the same as Zionists, and if you go against Zionism, you are anti-Semitic, then the people will start arguing amongst themselves, you're anti-Semitic if you go against Zionism, and they'll start fighting. The people that are anti-genocide, anti-Zionism are going to be quieted because they don't want to be anti-Semitic. But then, on the other hand, if people start agreeing that, okay, Jewish people are the same as Zionists, then they know for a fact Jewish people will be attacked by people who are like, all right, well, I guess they're Zionists and we got to stop this. They know they'll be attacked, but they don't care. We know it was never about the Palestinians, but it was never about the Jewish people either. I mean, Netanyahu himself knew about the attacks over a year before they happened. They don't care about the people. They care about their agenda. They care about the money. They care about the power that they yield on this planet. But what inspires me about what is happening around the world now is that everyone is coming together, no matter what the media tries to say, no matter what the government tries to make law. We as the people, not just in the United States, but around the planet, are coming together and saying no. As a collective, we can make a change. And that's throughout all levels of governmental bodies. Scientists have been able to measure that focusing on one thing changes the energy. I think that at the end of the day, at the very core of everything, there's a little angel in everybody. And if we focus that little angel power on one thing, we can literally change the world. Call it prayer, call it the Care Bear stare. So let's just keep doing the thing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tea. I'll be seeing you guys back here next time. Bye.